Hello, 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 and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming and Tech Reviews. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to talk about doom and gloom of getting into PC gaming right now with the RAM prices as absolutely ridiculous as they are. What a freaking I don't know. Like I know guys, like, look. Oh man. Let me at least be real because I don't want to just be like the doom and gloom guy. Look, I have both of my builds right now. I am not in the market to be upgrading anything at the moment. In terms of at least like RAM, like the pricing of RAM wouldn't really affect me at my current state. So it's not really fair of me to spread doom and gloom over something like this. It, at least in my opinion, I don't feel right about that. But I will tell you that I am planning on at least upgrading my motherboard on on the AMD build. I'm actually going to upgrade the motherboard and the AIO. I want to go with a full ASUS build on that one as well. I just like ASUS, so that means I'll probably end up having to upgrade my PSU too. So probably upgrade my PSU, my motherboard, and my AIO again. Just do a full on ASUS build for that. So I don't really feel like it's fair for me to be like, yeah, guys, doom and gloom and spread doom and gloom and all of that. So is what I wanted to do instead of doing that is I wanted to actually try to offer what is up Silverbeard Gaming. What I wanted to do is kind of offer maybe a little bit of clarity to help those of you in the community that are wanting to upgrade. Maybe find a better way. Maybe say you're like, yeah, I want to do this or that. Honestly, guys, I really do think that right now, the best way to upgrade is to probably end up with a pre-built PC or a PlayStation 5 Pro or an Xbox Series X. Um, at least those will give you the ability to play the newer games and have fun with those. Nice, dude. 9060 XT. Hell yeah, you upgraded. What do you think of it? I think I personally I really do like 9060 XT. I think that is a very good card. Very good card. And if you're willing to like work around the limitations of those 60 class cards, 128 bit bus, you can actually have a really decent experience with those. There's even a level of 4K gameplay that you can actually achieve on those 60 class cards this generation. Um, pretty easily too, and it's a fairly decent experience. But yeah, I really do kind of think nice, Tony. When I reviewed the 9060 XT, I reviewed it on 3440 by 1440p, and it passed all that with flying colors. Like, yeah, absolutely had to use the features, but it was good. 2 terabyte M2 drive at Best Buy today before they go up. Yeah, dude, nice. Nine. I got a 990 Evo Plus, the 4 terabyte. Nice, 479. When I bought mine, I got it for like 280 or something. I got a 4 terabyte for like 280. So I jumped on that. I was like, yep, I'm doing that. I like Samsung. I got a 980 Pro in my AMD build as my main drive. Is it good to overclock? Tony, I don't really see much of a I don't really see a whole lot of difference between an overclock or not. Maybe 1 or 2 frames, dude. It's not, in my opinion. I mean, to me, it's not worth it because these newer GPUs are pretty much already pretty well optimized when it comes to that point. They really do try to squeeze out as much of them as they can. There's very little on tap to actually get more from. 369.99 right now. Dang, man. See, that's up like $100 because I think 269 is what I paid for mine. I think it was like 284 or something after tax. Oh, I mean, I can get on Amazon and look. my friends, I literally have a package coming from AMD tomorrow. Like, I'm freaking pretty excited to see what this is. Like, I'm a I'm a quite it is pretty cooked, man. If you're out there trying to buy freaking RAM and stuff, man, it's cooked. It's cooked, bro. Like, that's wild, man. And I feel bad for the PC community, man. Because RAM is one of those things that you literally take for granted because it's always, fairly cheap. You get 32 gigs for 120 to 150 bucks. Not bad pricing. I mean, I've seen it as low as like $80 for no RGB and stuff like that. And you take this for granted. Yeah, AMD's shipping something out tomorrow, bruh. I'm excited to see what it is. Watch it be like a 9080 XT, bro, or a 9090 XTX. And they're like, "Hey guy, we're wanting you to review this before CES so you can have your dude." That'd be so incredible. It's 16 pounds. 16 pounds. I what the hell would be 16 pounds? Should I go weigh my 9070 XT and see if it's 16 pounds in a box? That's crazy wild, man. It's crazy wild. That would be freaking awesome, man. A 9090 XTX shows up, man, with like 32 gigs of RAM, and they're like, "Hey, shh, don't say nothing, but you can have your review ready for when Lisa Sue comes out and does her announcement of it at CES." I'll be like, "Dude, that'd be so badass." My review goes up, and I'm sitting there at CES listening to the freaking thing in real time, knowing, bro, that yeah, best would be to get a pre-built at this point. Yeah, absolutely. Pre-builts are probably the way to go right now, at least in my opinion, bro. When I bought that cyber powered desktop, the one that I gave to Junior, I threw a 9060 XT in there. I had a 4070 Super when I bought it, but I threw that in there, paired it with a 7800 X3D. Dude, Junior's got a badass PC that's going to last him a while. That PC is going to last him a while. I hooked him up with a nice 1440p monitor. Like, he's good to go. Like, he's good to go. Like, that is a legit solid build that will keep him busy for a while. I'm actually thinking next week. I got 5 days off. I might take it from him for a little while and do some updated 5050 videos because I still got the RTX 5050. I decided to hang on to that one so I could do more videos. If RAM prices weren't retarded right now, bro, I would legit build another PC for testing those lower end cards because I kind of want to, man. I got this 5090 and I love it. I mean, it's awesome. It's one of those kind of cards that you like throw in there and you just throw everything at it and you're just like, oh yeah, it is what it is, and you just get to a point where it's like, okay, nothing's surprising anymore. Um, I just I feel like it's it's good, it's awesome, it's great, but I feel like it puts me so far out of touch with the regular everyday gamers because let's be real, man. Like 1% of people are buying 5090s. Pre-builts are seriously, Tony, that I have zero issues with people buying pre-builts. I'm not a sweat freaking builder. I can build a PC and they usually work. They turn out just fine. Like my 5090 build runs just great. But I, I feel like you can. I feel like you actually get a better deal just buying a pre-built. To be completely honest with you, I mean, worst case scenario, you get a crappy board, dude. You can always buy a board. Okay, you can always like toward the end of the generation, just buy a new board, man, at a good steep discount. You know what I mean? Like if you buy it and it's got AM5, just throw a better board in there later down the road. Upgrade your RAM when the freaking time is right. That's the biggest problem with pre-builts though, is they usually come with like with like the cheapest RAM they can get away with giving you, and the boards are going to be no frills Mobos as well as the PSUs. The PSUs are probably not going to be like modular or anything like that. So those are the three things that I see when I buy them. Is like, okay, I mean, usually the AIOs are all right, but I mean, these are all parts that you can get later down the road cheaper and replace. Because let's face it, dude, PCs are you're going to end up, I mean, they should theoretically last, a good number of years, but if you get that itch and you want to upgrade things, at least there's a way to do that. A 9-day vacation. Yeah, I think that's the way things are moving right now anyways, bro. You look at systems like the Asus TUF T500. That thing has, instead of a traditional CPU, they soldered an APU to the board. Okay, so it's got a CPU and a GPU on the chip, but then it also has a slot that you can put in a full on GPU and use it as a build. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, I do kind of see that being a future where your RAM is soldered to the board, and you've got like the GDDR RAM soldered to the board, like an Xbox or a PlayStation. It's like a laptop hybrid with a GPU slot. Like, I can absolutely see that becoming more of a reality, and them just foregoing DDR RAM and just using the GDDR instead. I could see that being a possibility, at least for gamers, bro. I feel like silicon wafers are more valuable for the AI, so I do kind of feel like eventually we're going to get swept aside, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not fine. It is what it is. As long as the pricing and the performance, stays at a good enough point to where we can eat our cake and have our cake and eat it too, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done it either. But you see the popularity of things like these handhelds, like my ROG Ally. These type of products right here, they give you a window into like PC gaming, and then you got Steam Machine coming out. I definitely see I see this future for gaming. Okay, 8 GB cards are generally enough to play a lot of these newer games. They're generally enough. Some games, they're going to tax them a little bit. You start turning on ray tracing, stuff like that. Look, man, if your budget is a $250 GPU, you're not giving a shit about ray tracing. Let's be real. Like, you're not caring. You're not even thinking that you're going to be able to use that anyways. Like, you're just pretty much at the point where you're like, damn, I just want a PC game. And then you'd be surprised at just how decent that experience actually is. So yeah, I know there's people out there that are like anti like everything for poor people, but poor people got a game too. Okay. So when you look at that, like a Steam machine with 8 GB of VRAM, 16 gigs of system RAM, and then running on Steam OS, this might actually have developers optimizing games again. If things are going the way it's going to go, developers might actually be forced to have to optimize in a way that still delivers incredible gaming experiences for us, but at the same time, being able to utilize the hardware that we have now. That's not a bad idea. And I mean, think about it. Even PlayStation and Xbox could literally get away with supporting PS5 and Series X for at least another 4 or 5 years. They could easily stretch that generation out to 15 years before actually needing more power. Like, games look so good right now. in this current market. For $549 and getting a power supply for it later. I don't necessarily think you need it, bro. I don't think you need it. I would I don't know, man. I like the NVIDIA experience this generation. I do think things like MFG 4X are pretty good. Um, I find DLSS 4 to be a lot more consistent than it ever was before for me. So I do see it as a plus, but I also see it as like you don't like I would, if I were you and I really wanted to have the NVIDIA experience too, I'd probably just get a 5070 Ti and run them both so that you have an equal experience. You know what I mean? It's like your 9070 XT is going to provide a baseline experience straight across the board. And so if you're going down from that to like a 5070 performance level, why not just have like a like for like experience with NVIDIA, that will actually, when games perform better on NVIDIA, you will get the full benefit of that, as opposed to getting like your games are probably, when they don't run, when they do run better on NVIDIA on a 5070, they're going to run probably on par with what you're getting 9070 XT out of that. So it would just be kind of pointless to be like, well, it's like, dude, you already got a 9070 XT experience. Like, oh well. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. So you might as well just have the best of both worlds and just get the 5070 Ti. So that way you have at least on par. Absolutely day one for new control game for Froggy. I freaking love the first game. I am 100%. Dude, I've been begging the developers in their DMs every day to give me early access. So maybe even before. Here's a Wi-Fi adapter. I was wondering, would it be better to use a Wi-Fi card? Yeah, just get one. They're usually pretty cheap, 30 to 50 bucks or whatever. You just plug it into like an SSD slot or a M.2 slot. You should have one. There should be a slot on there for M.2. Yes, you should have. You could probably still do it now. You should just find one now that has the same thing, man. You can get them for about. I was just looking at them. They're like $1,700, dude. 5070 Ti, 1,700 to 2,000 bucks. That's not a bad deal. That's actually fairly decent. Fairly decent, and then just pay it off over time, bro. I mean, honestly, I don't think you need it. Like, I think the 9070 XT is absolutely sufficient, for gaming this generation. Like, I don't feel like you need it, but it is cool to have. Like, it is cool to have access to both. If I want to jump in there on Cyberpunk maxed out with path tracing, I got a 5090. I can do that. Like, I can just balls to the wall play freaking Cyberpunk. If I want to play Black Myth Wukong, balls to the wall, I can do that. If I want to play the games that are optimized well for NVIDIA and have the NVIDIA features, like, I have that ability to do that. There's not a lot of them, but there's enough of them to where it makes it worth it to have an NVIDIA experience. I still prefer AMD as my main freaking driver. I do. Like, I love the AMD experience. It's like PlayStation and Xbox. There's enough games on PlayStation for me to own a PlayStation. There's enough games on Xbox for me to own an Xbox. And that's pretty much the way I look at it, is games that are highly optimized for NVIDIA. I just call those exclusives, and I play them on my NVIDIA machine. Games that are highly optimized for AMD, I just call them exclusives, and I play them on my. I mean, like, obviously the 5090 is going to beat the AMD card no matter what, but unfortunately, the AMD experience is good enough to where I just don't care, and it's more than sufficient for me to play. Look forward to the Tomb Raider remake. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I'm freaking, yeah, dude. Some Ace Combat freaking 8, bro. Oh, man, I was like, holy crap when I saw that. Would it be better to get an RX 9070 or just save a bit and get an R? I would just go with 9060 XT. If you're only rocking 1080p, 9060 XT is absolutely freaking perfect for that. 16 gigabytes, more than enough. Give you a 9060 XT is actually a really solid 1440p GPU. So I would just get that. 9070 is good, but you don't necessarily need that. I mean, it would give you peace of mind, but you can save some money and get 9060 XT and absolutely freaking have an incredible time with that GPU. See, the thing is you can still use FSR4 at 1080p and it still looks good. So yeah, save yourself some money, get a 9060 XT 16 gigabyte, and you'll be happy. Pushes that card to 1440p. Yeah, dude, 5700X3D is great, especially if you're playing at higher frame rates. You don't necessarily need to upgrade. I mean, honestly, the biggest improvement that I got going 9800X3D is like 1% lows. And the new chipset driver that just came out, the 7 let me see what it's called, the AMD chipset driver. You'd think I'd already have that. AMD chipset driver. It is 7.11.26.2142. That driver is actually incredible. Honestly, guys, let me get you a link for this real quick. Because this is currently, like, I am really loving this monitor. So I want to provide you guys with the link for this so that you guys can look this up and potentially get yourself one of these bad boys. They're $543 right now. But this monitor is a dual mode monitor. It's IPS. It's going to be more effective. I'm going to be doing a review on the AMD side of this, but it's going to be more effective on the AMD because you've got the ability to adjust the saturation on your colors, and it's IPS, and it makes it look way good. Other PC components are going up in price. Yeah. I think some prices are going to go down. Motherboards are probably going to come down a little bit because people are like companies are like, oh my gosh, we want to sell these motherboards because, having affordable RAM was easier for them to charge more for motherboards. But now I think the prices are going to come down. Hi, baby. Hey. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home, chugga. I definitely feel like if I was in the market for a PC right now, I would just start looking for a pre-built. It's easier to hide the cost of RAM in those. So you got to understand that, like, system integrators are going to get a better deal on RAM than we're going to get at the bottom of the line consumer front. We're the ones that are going to get screwed in the DIY. Because look, when you're a system integrator, you could be like, you can order a significant amount of RAM and get a better deal on it than you can just buying it individually from the store, dealing with the price markups and the price gouging and all of that crap. You're better off to just get a pre-built right now. Like, it's not even like I've seen the RAM prices. It's not even worth considering buying and building a PC right now. Like, it's just pointless. If you're one of them unlucky fellas that bought all of his shit except for the RAM first, bruh, I legit feel bad for you. Sucks to be you. Bite the bullet and get your shit done so you can start enjoying it more. Trust and believe, the sooner you start using it, the sooner it starts paying you back. That's I mean, it is what it is. You waited too long, you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Bite the bullet and never let it happen again. Don't ever in your life. It's an expensive lesson that you must learn. It's why when people are telling you just wait, just wait, just wait, I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like that is the dumbest advice I could ever give. Smartphones, I don't think those are going to be as screwed as you think they are. Honestly, I think that they might go up like 20, 40, 60 bucks, maybe $100. At the end of the day, it's easier to gouge you. It's easier to gouge you for prices of RAM when you're just buying just RAM. See, I think that people are making way too much of a your average device might go up $100, maybe $100. Your graphics card might go up 50 to $100. Okay, you can stomach that, but can you stomach 400 like 250% price increases on RAM? Can you really pay $1,000 for a set of RAM when you can literally pay another $1,000 and get a GPU, a motherboard, the whole shebang? Even if smartphones went down to four gigabytes, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. You're not even, dude. You think I'm using all the power that comes on this freaking Galaxy S Plus, Galaxy S 25 Plus? No, man. I there's not an app that I will ever use on this phone that's going to use all 16 gigs of RAM in here. It's it's just pointless. Like it's pointless. Like 4 gigs, 6 gigs, maybe. Yeah, but the amount of gigs that's in this for taking pictures, doing videos, some of that other stuff. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, like I can edit on this phone and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a sell on Tomb Raider games on Steam, $3 per game on. Ooh, nice. Already got Harry Potter, but yeah, dude, if it's free, pick it up, man. It's a good game. I might actually look at the Steam sale for these Tomb Raider games. I mean, right now your best bet really is to buy a freaking. I mean, I saw a 5060 8 gig build for $1,000. The tough T500, man, $1,000 at Best Buy. Buy it. Play the shit out of that, dude. Make that thing last you a long time. What are you doing on your smartphone, man? You're sitting there freaking scrolling YouTube, scrolling freaking TikTok. You ain't doing nothing important on it, anyways. Doesn't matter, dude. Like, I would much rather have phones be less expensive because, dude, what do we do with these things, man? We talk to people on the phone. We text people. We watch YouTube. What productive thing are you doing on your phone that you need all the specs that are in something like this, bro? Like, this is a pretty specky ass phone. And like, I'm never going to use the whole thing. Well, I might because I'm doing that, but that's fine if they're capped at 12 gigabytes, bro. Like, it's fine. It's fine. The more caps that go in place, the better off, dude. That means developers actually have to freaking adapt and freaking optimize, man. I thought that was what we wanted. I thought that was what we wanted. I know that I'm sitting here speaking down for my high horse with my 5090. I get that. I get that. But at the same time, I am perfectly okay gaming on an RTX 5050. 8 gigs. How are they screwed, bro? Most low end buyers don't utilize enough features to where they would need more than that, bro. 4 gigabytes is more than enough to run Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all of that crap, bro. Like, they're good. Yeah, exactly, bro. You can get like the dirt cheapest phone, man. I mean, like, my kids before we upgraded into iPhone and a better Samsung, they could watch YouTube and stuff on play most of those games. Like what do you think you're doing? Running like League of Legends or something on your freaking phone, bro? You really think that's using up your whole phone? You're like, yeah, I want to play Call of Duty on my cell phone. I mean, you can stream your games to them, man. You don't even need fast RAM to stream games. You can literally stream everything, man. If you're not buying a freaking pre-built or anything, like you can legit stream most stuff. Like, yeah, we I think that phone I think honestly right now phone specs really do need to come back down to earth, and prices need to come back down to earth, because I don't need everything that's in this phone. Like, I will probably never even use all of it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. 739. You've had several crashes though? What did you upgrade from? If you're having crashes on an AMD build, download the AMD cleanup utility, run that, and then reinstall the newest driver, which is install the newest AMD chipset driver if you're on AMD, or if you're on an AMD Ryzen. It's 711 26 2142. Do the cleanup utility, install the latest freaking chipset driver, and then reinstall 26 2612.1, and you should be fine. Yeah, do the AMD cleanup utility. Get rid of the old 7900 XT stuff. I don't ever run into crashes at all. Yeah, don't do anything. Run it like don't undervolt or any of that shit yet. Run your card normally and see how it runs. I run mine stock. I don't do anything to it, nothing. I don't run it stock, and it runs just fine. I've never had it crash on me. I've never had the 9070 XT crash on me one time. I've had games crash because they were like unoptimized, but I've never had it like crash out to the system or anything like that. Like, it's always been good. Every now and then I'll get like a driver hang up, but not nothing bad. You don't get anything extra out of pushing these cards. You've already got like your magnetic air is already freaking overclocked, bro. It's the 340 watt power. It boosts up to 3.4 gigs all on its own, bro. It boosts pretty high. I've seen mine just automatically boost as high as 3600 megahertz. Like, I've seen it automatically just boost itself. Under pristine circumstances, it will automatically just boost itself. I don't undervolt my 5090 or anything, dude. My 5090 is running at max freaking potential always. Nice, yeah, 3500 megahertz, dude, easy peasy. I've seen it boost as high as 36 on what game was that? It was either Battlefield 6 or freaking Borderlands, dude. I've seen a boost to like seriously like freaking 3600, man. I was like, damn. Overclock a GPU or push it too much? Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to really push them, dude. I don't think so anyways. Maybe you get like a 1 or 2 freaking frames, but I don't feel like it is absolutely worth it. Constant crashes until I uninstalled the Adrenaline software. You uninstalled it? Really? Huh. I always recommend, if you're going from generation to generation, like when I was reviewing the card and I was testing beta drivers before they even came out, before the cards even came out, because I had pre-drivers. If I didn't AMD utility uninstall and install it, I had to use a specific branch driver, or I was getting like I would get like issues. But if I was using the just straight up, driver that they gave me after doing the AMD cleanup utility, it ran fine. Yeah, but you don't necessarily need to undervolt, man. Like I don't. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I've tried undervolting and stuff like that. Like, I undervolted my 5090, and I was just like, to me, it just didn't. I would much rather it like, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like I need to limit it. I don't feel like I should have to limit it or overclock it. Off topic, but how far into vaping industry did you dive into? Did you ever go? I went as far as like when I first started, I had like this Rouleau freaking mod that had like um four batteries in it, dude, and I could hit it at like 120 watts and stuff, and it was just like yeah, dude. And then I went, now I'm at like 30 watts, bro. Yeah, I just I see my card getting up to 34 if I max out the power slider, but only like 5 extra frames. Yeah, dude, it's not worth it. No software. Nice. Software is better now, but I'm afraid to try it. Yeah, just try it, dude. It's running right now. It's pretty stable. Right now, it's pretty stable. Just if you're on the AMD CPU, do your chipset driver. It actually did smooth out the 1% lows even more. To be completely honest, Adrenaline software is absolutely incredible, man. I love it. Actually, right now, NVIDIA software is pretty preem too, man. Like I'm really happy with the current freaking NVIDIA software build. What am I on? Let me see. Oh, look, I got to redeem. Ooh, I can do some Borderlands. Ooh, redeem. Oh no, never mind. I don't have Arc Raiders. I'm gonna do Arc Raiders. It's not gonna give me that. Try to get Arc Raiders, but you need a code, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's see if it needs to download anything. Because I just did. There was a beta driver. I downloaded that. That seemed to like fix the Windows issue. And then I thought there was another driver slightly after that that I also just upgraded to. I think pretty recently. Battlefield 6. This thing is like taking forever to like show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Ooh, boy, I can upload this one now. Nice. Ooh. Dude, you guys are getting a Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima video tonight for you fellas, man. We got FSR 4. We got the new update today for that. Nixie's launched that, so now you have full access to Redstone on Ghost of Tsushima. Came out like a week ago. Yeah, it came out like a week ago. I'm just trying to tell you. Michael Milburn, welcome back, buddy. Sorry, I've been busy for the holidays. Merry Christmas. I'm off for 2 days. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity, man. I greatly appreciate that. I'll put that right into the RTX 5090 fund. You, my friend, made it so I can play the RTX 50 for another day. That's how much it costs to run it every day is like $20. So thank you. When the Nick Salt juice came out, I switched over from big messy mod boxes. Oh yeah, bro. See, I never did any of that. My wife did for a little while, but yeah, RX 300, 2 of them. I loved it. Nice. I do wish AMD had an NVIDIA control panel alternative, just a, oh yeah, you're right. In case you don't want to use Adrenaline. Yeah. I get why that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, as I've dove deeper into the NVIDIA experience, now that they do have the app, I do kind of appreciate the control panel a little bit more. Um, but I had to be I had to be like, yeah, like NVIDIA was such a learning curve for me, man. That like got frustrating, bro. Because Adrenaline is like so plug and play for the most part and pretty easy to set up. Whereas NVIDIA, if you don't know what you're doing, like you're missing out on features until you legit look shit up. And most people aren't even going to look that up, bro. They're gonna stumble across it one day on a YouTube video that says you might be missing out, and then they'll click on it. You know what I mean? Like that's sad that you have to do that shit just to fully enjoy and utilize your NVIDIA experience. What's up, Happy Cloud Gamer? um, I used to be super hype on Adrenaline. The software was miles ahead of what NVIDIA had. If only it could have kept it installed. I would just reinstall it, Chad. I think you'd be good, bro. I think you'd be good. Finally have 3 fans GPU. Cool enough for me. I don't have AC where I live. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, bro. 3 fans on a GPU definitely is better than 2 fans on a GPU. Doesn't limit its performance. I understand that it doesn't limit it. It often improves it. You're right. You're right. I just don't see it's just not necessary for me to do that. Is my internet running? What do you mean? It should be running. Are you getting good experience tonight? It's not telling me that you guys are getting a bad one. Usually it pops up. Yeah, dude, it says excelente. Excelente. You guys are excellent. You're getting the excellent experience tonight. Oh, I am RAM rich now. I have 4 kids of DDR5. I bet, dude. Yeah. You should get out there on the black market and start selling them, bro. PNY 5070 Ti OC for 750 until January 15th to decide. Keep it or the XFX. That wouldn't even be a tough decision for me, Onoth the Destroyer. I would keep the 9070 XT, bro. To me, that's not even I would just keep the 9070 XT. I personally, just because I feel like the 9070 XT for what you paid for it is the better value card. You've got a significantly better build quality with the XFX card over the PNY. PNY 5070 Ti, I think the MSRP one is bare bones. Like I mean, obviously any of them are going to be good, but I just feel like, I don't know, man. I like the aesthetics of the XFX card significantly more. And for me, that's important. The aesthetic of my GPU is actually quite important for me. But if you like the way the other one looks, more power to you, brother. I really do like the aesthetic of my magnetic air. New Tomb Raider. What's up, bro? Well, yeah. Oh, Tomb Raider games are good for one run. I only played the modern games. I have not played any of the classics. Oh yeah, the classics are fairly good, but they're one and done too. That's for sure. Did annoy me about the 5070 was the first setup to get the full experience out of it. Yeah. Pay an intimate bill. It's working fun. Oh, well, just kidding. Hands down, it's the best. Yeah, dude, exactly, dude. It's such a beautiful card, man. Oh, just the fact that you can like run the freaking lights from your motherboard freaking control panel, bro, and have it like sync up with everything else. That to me is like, yeah, absolutely incredible, dude. I can even sync my RAM color, bro. Like I love this build and this board, man. Give them 2 kids. Enjoying vacations with the RX 9070 XT. Ah, nice. Next week, I will be traveling through Orlando to enjoy the holidays over there. Nice. Hell yeah. What's up, AMP? You know what the funny thing is, bro? Is didn't freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just get an update? Didn't we just get updated for? Do I even have? I don't know if I even have that one downloaded though. Honestly. Oh, I'm not on my AMD build. Turtle. I was like, what the freak? Oh, I don't think I have it downloaded on here. Dude, you guys can get Star Wars Outlaws for $20.99 on Steam right now. I highly recommend buying that game and playing it. Actually, all Ubisoft is on sale right now, my friend. You shall buy. You shall buy it. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Oh, I got 16 downloaded on this, but I don't have Rebirth on the NVIDIA build. I think I got Rebirth downloaded on the AMD one. Ooh, I need to play Saturday. I need to play some Arc Raiders, so don't let me forget. I just need you guys to watch a whole bunch of my videos this week so that I feel less overwhelmed on the weekend, so I can just sit down and enjoy some games. This Sundays are kind of busy though, man. Like I go to church and then I do Bible study or a small group after, at around 5 o'clock with my wife. And that usually takes like 3 hours. So I don't really have a whole lot of time on Sundays anymore. I can only put out videos on Sundays. Saturdays are my days to just sit back and chill. Is a 3080 good for architecture? Yeah. It's good, but it is power hungry. It is power hungry, but it's good. You can still get a damn good experience out of a 10 gigabyte GPU. I kind of feel like an ass, honestly, for the way I treated the 3080, because let's be real, the 3080 wasn't a bad experience. Like it wasn't horrible. It was just I felt underwhelmed because I was new to PC gaming and I kept seeing the spec sheets saying that I needed better and better and better, and I never put in the effort at that point in time to really try to adjust settings. I've done a lot more research since then. Okay, I've learned significantly more about PC gaming and what you can truly achieve. If you put in the effort to adjust your settings. 3080 10 gig should last well past the end of this generation of consoles. Just be mindful of what you're doing. You can play 4K on a lot of games on that card. There's definitely enough power and performance to play a lot of games at 4K. You've got very good solid 1440p support. And then when it comes to 1080p support, oh, absolutely, man. 3080 10 gig is still an incredible card. Don J, what's up, buddy? Drop a link for these guys to follow you, man. If you guys want some original music, man, my buddy Don J here, he's got a pretty decent channel going on. Let me see if I can get you I can't right now. Some people refuse to ever touch settings. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what, Chad? Honestly, if the reviewers would do their actual damn job and come out instead of just showing you everything at ultra settings, I think that causes so much damn confusion in the freaking in the PC space. Because think about this shit, okay? If all you're seeing is these guys running ultra settings, you're coming from console, you're coming from wherever, and you're like, oh man, I got to get a 5090 to do 4K gaming, because that's pretty much what they're showing you. They're showing you that like the only GPUs that are gonna do 4K are the higher end cards. Thank you, HDZ. I appreciate that. Now I can play my freaking 5090 for a day and a half. Some people refuse to ever touch settings. 3080 is good for you. Oh yeah, dude. If you can get a used 3080, not much, bro. Just about to eat some dinner. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Get that food, man. Get that food. Yeah, absolutely. You guys look him up, Don J. If you guys want some cool music. The reviewers actually blow my freaking mind, Chad. I get so annoyed with that shit. But it's pointless for me to push back, bro. Nobody gives a shit. It's the popular thing. That's the norms and values of review. I would much rather show you what the hell like your 9060 XT can do with using the features and shit, and then tell you like, look, man, because I feel like my tolerance for certain shit is probably, I would say I'm in line with a lot of gamers, to be completely honest with you, because we all might talk shit at the in public. We're like, oh yeah, that shit sucks. But then we go back to our RTX 5050 and we're like, oh man, I gotta play 1080p. People usually follow what the popular thing says, but we all have our own tolerances. And I'm pretty sure that my tolerances are pretty in line with a lot of other people's. GTA 6, I don't know why, but I think it's going to be the first GTA that launches on consoles and PC at the same time. I actually feel that way too. There's no way they're holding that game back. Well, they might. I mean, you never know, but I think it would be stupid for them to do that because the install base on PC is significantly higher and they've got a significantly better chance, but they also run the risk of pirates too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. 3080 is a decent GPU still. Modern consoles worldwide to release GTA game. Rockstar will delay it. Most likely, new developments in de novo and tamper. Hackers would surely rise on day one. They would. I think they would. And I guess you just do it yourself. Blackbird Tech. I might have to look him up and see if he's doing something different than what I'm doing. YouTube Blackbird. What is it? Blackbird Tech. Oh gosh, damn it. Blackbird Tech. Oh yeah, I like that guy. I like that guy. Blackbird PC Tech. Yep, I do like him. I do watch some of his stuff. Yep, you're right. I like his AMD stuff. I was like, oh, maybe because when I got that 9950X 3D, I was like, maybe I should try to figure this out, but then I got it figured out on my own, so I was like, whatever. But then I listened to his overclocking thing, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it, but I never did. I never did. Um, I think Switch 2 potentially can run GTA 6. Anything that the Xbox Series S can run, I have confidence the Switch 2 could run. So if Xbox Series S can run Grand Theft Auto 6, I think that version with a little bit more tweaking would be able to run on Nintendo Switch. I've seen Assassin's Creed Shadows run on this, and I've also seen I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because you know what? GTA versus Ubisoft games are quite similar. So if Nintendo Switch 2 can run Assassin's Creed Shadows, it can run GTA 6. Kids, the best console sold this holiday, beating the PS5 and Xbox for Christmas. Nice. Next Playground. You got what, dude? A Next Playground? Oh, no, it'll be 30 frames per second. It'll run on Switch 2 at 30 FPS. I got Renegade Fury G5 for like 320. Now it's 600. Oh damn, yeah, for real, dude. I think my G skills are like 300 or 400 bucks, dude. It's ridiculous. I would still pay that if I was building a PC right now and it was like 400 bucks. I'd buy my RAM. I would just be like, whatever. Gameplay. He added a new point to his. Yeah, I that's what I was doing too. 1% over FPS. It's to judge overall smoothness. Yeah, honestly, I usually just use the features in my reviews now, bro. I just don't even give a shit. People either want to see that or they don't. They'll come and bitch. Yeah, you should turn. Why are you using frame generation? I'm like, because that's the way I'm playing the game, bro. I don't really give a shit. You know, you've got everybody else out there to show you how shitty your card is. I want to show you how good it is. Yeah, I think with DLSS and everything, I think Switch 2 is going to be able to run GTA 6, bro. I hope they bring it. I think it will run it. I'm still waiting on Borderlands 4 to come on it. 700 buckaroos, Papa Charlie. Oh, you should buy another. You should buy another kit. What do you think is better, Sapphire or X for XFX? You know what, man? I've never tried Sapphire, but I would feel comfortable buying either brand. I've never bought Sapphire or tried Sapphire, but I would feel comfortable buying a Sapphire GPU. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't even think twice. XFX has just been my brand. And you know, when I bought XFX reached out to me at the beginning of this generation and they're like, "Hey man, let me send you a 9070 XT." I was like, yeah, handle it. Yeah, absolutely. I had the same one in my cart and they sent it to me and I was like, "Cool, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it." I absolutely appreciate them taking all of the guesswork out of, you know, I'm so grateful that XFX, you know, sent that to me day of launch and yeah, dude, I was grateful. I'm grateful for them thinking of me. They didn't have to, you know, AMD sent the signed Radeon from Lisa and I obviously I would have had a 9070 XT, but XFX reaching out to me and being like, "Hey, let it, you know, we'll send it to you. Pick which one you want." And I told them which one I wanted, and they said, "No problem. Here you go." So I was absolutely blown away by that. The XFX. See, here's the thing. I did pay full price for my RTX 5070 Ti. Okay, I paid full price for it. I bought it at the marked up over freaking zealous $1,000 price. Okay, and so when XFX 9070 XT, when I did all my testing, okay, and this is true, when I did all my testing, running them side by side, doing all the testing, I couldn't tell a big enough difference between the two GPUs to where when these GPUs first launched and the XFX Magnetic Air was $1,000 or close to $1,000 too, I was like, it doesn't matter. You're getting the same level of performance. You're getting a good experience, and you're getting a better, more robust GPU with the XFX build quality than you are with the 5070 Ti. You were getting a better build for about for slightly less So I was okay with recommending that GPU at that price point. I did not see a big enough difference with the 5070 Ti to be like, you know, the only thing is there was more maturity with DLSS. You know, you had more access to upscaling across multiple games than you did with the 9070 XT. So I was okay with it. I was okay with the trade-off because you were getting a better build quality of GPU for the same amount of money with next gen features like FSR 4 that have turned out to be actually quite competitive and pretty good. Now we just need more support. We need AMD to have rapid. We need AMD to have rapid um, adoption of FSR in games, dude. That's what we need. Who damn? There's no point having so many channels do cookie cutter reviews. Yeah, exactly. They've even admitted they talk with each other. Yeah, they do. Obviously, they talk with each other. They all sit there and ping pong back and forth, and then they all came out with the same shitty. Well, we're just going to trash the 5050. We're going to destroy the 5060. We're going to kill every 8 gigabyte card, and we're going to praise this, and this, and we're going to talk shit about this. yeah, dude, I know they're all intended. And I'm not gonna. Maybe I call them out. Maybe I call them out at CES. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that what they do is outdated. To be completely honest with you, I think it's outdated. Honestly, every single thing that they say, I used to have a lot of respect for a lot of them, but now I just see them as like as gatekeepers, bro. I just see them as gatekeepers. I don't even think they don't use the shit like I use the shit. They throw it in there, they do their little benchmarks, they make a bar graph, and they call it a day. I am actually utilizing the shit to actually play games. That's the only difference between them and me, and I'm actually showing you guys the settings that I actually play these games at. So in my mind, I feel like my reviews are a little bit more relevant because it's actual user experience playing the games and seeing how the experience actually is. So that's why my reviews are the experience. You know what I mean? I call them all the experience. All the playlists are the experience. Because that's what it is, dude. It is the experience that we're not all rich, man. We're not all getting free 5090s, bro. If we were all getting free 5090s, then it would be a different story. I'll tell you guys, look, I'll tell you this, and I'm like, this is no bullshit, man. The 5090 is absolutely the greatest freaking PC experience I've ever had in my life. Hands down. Absolutely incredible. Very well optimized, very good performance. Like it is a beast. But the 9070 XT experience, the 5070 Ti experience, absolutely incredible, even at 4K. The freaking the 9060 XT and the 5060 Ti, absolutely incredible experiences. What was that? Don't forget the Intel is trash and everything. Oh yeah, dude, Intel B580, that shit was a badass GPU. I was like, damn, this is impressive. For the cost of this GPU, it's impressive. Like I was having fun with the B580. I thought that was an incredible GPU. When you were an AMD fanboy, I thought they were biased. Now I just think that they're dumb or out of touch. I definitely out of touch. I don't think they're dumb. They're out of touch. No, honestly, if they were dumb, bro, they wouldn't know how to work the system and get all the freaking. Is what they do is they get all the pores riled up. They get all the less. I'm gonna stop calling them pores. That's kind of rude. They get all the less fortunate people all riled up over prices and shit. And it's like, look, man, I think most people are smart enough to decide if something's worth it to them. You know what I mean? Daniel Owen, what do I think of him? Daniel Owen used to be cool, but now he's just another one of the free 5090 bros. Nothing's good enough for him anymore. You can just hear the disdain in his voice when he talks about lower end cards. You can just hear it, bro. Like it oozes out of like every pore of Daniel Owens now. He has become a freaking YouTuber, bro. Hey, and just so we're clear, that might happen to me someday too. You never know. Power and money, you never know, bro. You never know. I think I'll always remain at least, I think I'll always retain my integrity. I think I'll always retain my integrity, but you never know, man. I'll tell you straight up. If a company reached out to me and was like, "Hey, man, we'll pay you to make a video for us," I would take the money. I would do an ad. I would do an ad video. Um, if they reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, man, we'll give you $200 to live stream a game for 3 hours," I would take the money. I would live stream the game for 3 hours. That doesn't mean if I take money that I have to lie to my community or anything like that. That's a perk, a benefit of being a YouTuber. But what I will not do, well, what I hope I would not do is get to a point where the money and the clicks is all that matter. So I won't ever sell my soul to make money on YouTube. I won't forego who I am just to sit and make money. Trust me, I have another YouTuber that I follow that doesn't do that either. And he is successful enough to where it's like, I know that I don't have to do that. I know that there's a place on YouTube for me, but it is smaller. It is smaller. It's not fraught with frills and and everything else. It is smaller, but it is manageable, and it is what I want to create. You know what I mean? I know that like the fame and fortune, like Daniel Owens and Hardware Unboxed and Jay's 2 Cents and all of that stuff is probably not in the cards for me. But it is going to be fun. It is going to be a fun YouTube career worth having. I am a 5090 bro, just like you, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Thinking of getting my first OLED monitor. Should I get LG or Asus? Well, Asus has OLED. Are you thinking 4K or 1440p? If you're going 1440p, I would probably go Asus. If you're going 4K, Asus, whatever one has the best sell at the time you buy it. Let me see what Asus 1440p is right now on Amazon, because they just brought out some new nice ones. I might actually be testing one. Asus might be sending me one to test. If you want like 27-inch, bro, this one's on sale right now. What size you want? What size you want? 42-inch. I wouldn't. No, I don't recommend going with the 42-inch LG TVs. Not for PC gaming. Not for PC gaming. Check this one out. If you're okay with 27-inch, check this out. This one, this is a good one. This one here is looking good to me, price-wise too. Like it's actually a pretty decent price. Cockpit. This one right here. I think 27-inch at 1440p is probably going to be a little better image quality for sure. 32 inches is not horrible, but it definitely looks better at 27 inches. You and your lowly 4090, you scrub. You better upgrade. I'm just joking. He knows I'm joking. You dirty, filthy little 4090 scrub. How dare you call yourself a 90 bro with that old ass freaking... I'm just joking. It's time to upgrade, broski. Outdated ass tech, man. Sheesh. That shit's old, man. That's like boomer old, man. 4090. Yuck. I just ordered my son a mini LED monitor. Nice. Yeah, dude, I want to test one of those so bad, but I don't want to keep buying as much stuff as I do, bro. I have everything I need. I don't need really anything more. Filthy 90, bro. Gosh, how dare you with your 4090. No, I'm just joking. 4090 is awesome, bro. My gosh. I know. I did some little clickbaity crap on the 4090, but that card's badass. That card was badass. I love that Asus that tough. Yeah, that card was beautiful. It was badass. It was good, man. I don't, Hardware Unboxed, bro. I have no use for them anymore, bro. I really just don't. I don't care for freaking, a lot of people are attracted to that authoritative freaking whatever, but I always feel hollow when I watch something like that, bro. I always walk away feeling like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. And it's like, I want to walk away feeling hyped about the shit I buy. You know what I mean? I buy stuff like I impulse buy a lot, and then I'll watch a review. And the last thing I want to hear is somebody telling me how negative it is. And then when I get it home and I use it, and I'm like, none of that shit mattered anyways. I hate second guessing myself. That's why I need to stop watching reviews. Nice, Chad. I've seen a couple at freaking. I've seen a couple while I've been at oh damn, I can't charge my thing right now until after. I've seen a couple at Costco when I'm shopping, and yeah, they do look good. To tell you the truth, I really like my OLED. I like this IPS monitor from Asus. This thing's badass. This ROG Strix. ROG. After their BS with the 9070 XT, they are Australians, so their opinion don't matter. Yeah, exactly. You don't matter. Get back down under there. Get back down under there. Close your mouth. Stop talking. You have no authority. Republic of Gabbers. Republic of Gabbers. Yeah, for real. I don't know, man. I like ROG. I think I like the aesthetic of ROG probably when it comes to aesthetic, for my favorite aesthetics for AIBs, ROG, Carbon from MSI and ROG. I like them both, like almost equally. I think maybe I like the Dragon aesthetic a little bit more than I do the eye, but I think both are pretty good. Those are my favorite. That's why I got the gaming trio for my GPU. I wanted the Astral. The Astral was by far my favorite aesthetic GPU this gen, but the very second one is the gaming trio. I like tough. This monitor right here is a tough. It's like 280 FPS, 1080p. I like that. The Asus ROG Swift OLED monitors. Oh yeah, dude. I think that one is the QD OLED, if I'm correct. But Asus also does WOLED as well. And the WOLED, I like WOLED because it has that white subpixel. I know that QD OLED is absolutely incredible. It's going to be brighter like this IPS monitor. And trust me, I do like the brighter monitor with the IPS. I do like them. That's why I'm glad I got both. My IPS for my bright, for the games that I like to play when they're bright, and then this for the more contrast. I think that was, AIO cards and air cooling only. I would buy one. If I like the design aesthetic of it. I would buy one. The WOLED, yeah, WOLED for me. I like that white subpixel. It just means that I can let white stuff run on my monitor without having to literally worry about freaking. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The dual mode is absolutely incredible. I love that a lot. X670E crosshair, hero board, and 3 ROG routers. Wi-Fi 7 and the other two are air mesh Wi-Fi extenders for my bedroom and kids' room. I prefer AIOs. I like the aesthetic of them better. I would just buy those because I like the aesthetic. I wouldn't want no damn air cooler. I think they're big and bulky, and I don't like the way they look, so I won't buy them. Call me bougie, but I would rather have what I want to have, dude. I want the aesthetic of an AIO, bro, and I'm willing to pay that to have that. We are ROG. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, dude, I like the aesthetic of ROG, and you know, if I'm going to pay exuberant prices for shit, dude, I'm going to pay what I want to, I'm going to buy what I want to buy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not buying, I'm not buying freaking, I'm not buying default freaking shit just to have it, man. I'm going to get what I want to have, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to buy the default brand. Honestly, I got that 5080 freaking Founders Edition card, and I was like, yeah, I don't really. Ooh, dang. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna buy what I want to buy, bro. Like chances are, like you're gonna be able to get more money for a better AIB than you are if you just buy like the random shit, bro. I do like tough. I like the design. I guess if I had to look at, because I right now I've got the Mag Tomahawk for my MSI for this build right here. My AMD is MSI, and I like I like it. I wanted to get the Carbon Wi-Fi, but I'd already bought like the MSI freaking Tomahawk, so I just upgraded to that because I could get the Tomahawk freaking the Mag AIO, so it matched. You know, that was important to me, was having it match. But this my AMD build's getting a whole rework. It's going in an Asus case with an Asus motherboard and an Asus. I like that. I like the ROG Ryujin, so I'm going to get another one. Mm, yeah. I mean, I guess I could always just get an MSI case and redo the 5090 and just put that all together as MSI. Yeah, the 5080. I If you watch the last video I made, I kind of explained it all. That the 5090 is a creator card. Okay, it is not marketed at all. It is marketed obviously as a gaming card, but it's not. It's built literally for it's built for developers and AI bros. It's that thing that just says, "Hey, gamers, if you really want to buy it, go ahead, but we're gonna make you pay for it. Like you better be making money off this card to justify it." Chat telling me you're not a subscriber. You look like a subscriber, huh? 5080 needs probably 5,000 more CUDA cores and 24 gigs of VRAM to be considered a 5080. 5080 is kind of like the 5080 is pretty much what the 5070 Ti should be, and the 5070 Ti is probably more in line with what the 5070 should be. The 5070 is pretty much what the 5060 Ti should be. Be quiet, light base, 600 land, and oh, nice. What's up, AMD? And man, Q changed your name to AMD. Welcome. Oh, I like that. Gosh dang NVIDIA bros. No, I'm just joking. I wonder if people take offense to that, dude, because I call them the AMD bros and the NVIDIA bros. It's not meant to be mean. It's just like bros, man. Sheesh. You got your NVIDIA bros, you got your AMD bros. It's not supposed to be derogative. You notice how I'm not wearing my AMD hat? I got my Milwaukee on. Milwaukee. See, I'm a Milwaukee fanboy. I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Actually, I'm really a DeWalt fan, but I like Milwaukee too. All my power tools are freaking DeWalt. DeWalter. Yeah. You're from Milwaukee? Do you Milwaukee a lot too? You're an AMD bro. I'm an AMD bro. Sheesh. I'm proud AMD, bro. Raw gaming OLED TV. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd buy it. I'd buy it. Shit, I don't know why the freaking internet keeps dropping me. It's almost like YouTube wants me to quit freaking streaming, man. They need to stop being so negative. If Asus made a 65, yeah, I would buy that. Do you want me to reach out to my Asus guy and tell him, hey, we need 65-inch TVs? What's up, Legion? Welcome back, buddy. Hey, Frog, do you think AMD will make any announcements about Radeon at CES? Frog, anyways, I'm more. You know what, Legion? AMD has shipped me a 16-pound package that will arrive tomorrow, 2 weeks before CES. I am an AMD reviewer. I haven't been told anything. I haven't gotten any freaking email or anything like that. So we'll find out. We'll find out. Whatever it is, I'll have to freaking sign an NDA, but I won't be able to say nothing until. But if I'm at freaking CES and all of a sudden like a 9090 XTX freaking review pops up, you know we sitting good, bro. No, I'm just joking. You know, if Froggy's got a day one freaking review for something, man, we're gonna be having fun. Tech tubers, DD. Oh yeah, huh? I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, 16-pound package from AMD coming tomorrow. I can show. Well, I'm not going to show you my address, but I'll show you the package. Ooh boy. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this and like edit out something real quick. From FedEx, from AMD, has shipped to me something. Sorry, guys, there was a tracking number and my address and everything, and it's probably, yeah, dude, 16 pounds of cat food. I'll take a picture of that too. Let me get over to there so I can do the. Facts. Oh, 15 pounds. It's 15 pounds. And then look at those dimensions. 17x12x24. 17 by 12 by 24. If we're to look at this box isn't, well, it like that one. This one did come in a box that size, but this is, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. That sounds like a GPU freaking size box, bro. Sounds like a GPU size box. Trust AMD for RDNA 5 or UDNA. So it could be that, or I was told that I was getting access to Strix Halo for 2 weeks. I get to test it out for 2 weeks. So it might be that too. Sorry to get you guys all wound up, but it's like a couple weeks, man. Sounds like a beefed up 5090. I know they're like, hey, we try this out. Legion, what I think is going to happen is I do kind of feel like AMD might launch another RDNA 4 card, a stronger RDNA 4 card this generation next year, like the first sometime in the first quarter of next year. And then I think that RDNA 5 is probably going to come out a year after NVIDIA's 60 series cards. I feel like that would be RDNA 5 will launch with PlayStation 6. And I think it's going to launch with PlayStation 6. I think they're going to hold back, but I think they are going to give us a stronger RDNA 4 card to hold us over until that launches. That's just, and that's, I don't have any information on that, but I do feel like that there would be the most likely case is to just delay. I think that would be the most likely case is just to delay the freaking RDNA 5 cards and give us an updated RDNA 4 that's stronger. They would at least compete with a 4090 in between 4090, 5090. Because 9070 XT is an absolute beast, man. I mean, I think they might launch 2 more cards. I think they might do a 9080 XT and a 9090 XTX. I think the 9080 is going to have 24 gigs. I think the other one's going to have 36 gigs, and I think they're going to be $1,000 and probably $1,300. You're right. But I think that I think the 9080 is probably going to beat it, or at least come close to that. And then the 9090 XTX is probably going to easily trade blows, or at least trade blows with it. I think it'll probably be capped at like 450 watts. So I don't know if it's going to actually trade blows. But that's my honest freaking opinion. Try to get one a pair. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. The VRAM is going to put an extra. I mean, well, if you look at it from this point of view, if they're still doing GDDR6, might not be that big of a deal with AMD. If they switch to GDDR7 for those GPUs, then it might be a problem with that. Zen 6 at CES, I don't know about that, but Lisa Su is doing the freaking thing, and I will be there. So hopefully I get to shake Lisa Su's hand. That would be cool. Get an interview. Lisa, can I have an interview? Please. Can you tell me why AMD is so super? Honestly, guys, you know what I'm going to do? One thing I'm going to do, if I do have access to an AMD build right there, I am going to do what I do with my colors. With my colors here, and I'm going to let everybody see, and I'm going to be like, now go over there to an NVIDIA machine and make these colors look exactly the same. I'm going to challenge all of these tech tubers to make them look the same. Because I'm sick and tired of being told I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. AMD colors are better. I'm going to set my colors the way I like them here, and then I'm going to tell them to make it look the same. Show me it's the same. Come on, because I've tried everything and I can't do it. So you guys show me they're the same. And I'll be filming every one of them. I'll be like, I need to see these colors be the same. Make them the same. Needs to at least be better than a 4090 in RAW. Absolutely. With the colors, nothing's wrong with the colors. I'm just saying that, like, I like to go into my AMD system and turn my saturation up, and it makes the colors look even better, like more bold and chunky and freaking just had so much more freaking like density to the image that I can't make the NVIDIA colors look like that. The NVIDIA colors look fine. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can play it, but AMD, it's like I turn the colors on and I'm like, whoa. Colors to you are better on AMD? Absolutely, man. I just think it's more bold and punchy, and like you can make the image quality look denser. MOC. Look, man, I'm not trying to be a dick to the NVIDIA side. Like, I'm just saying that, like, I can tell a difference. I can make my colors look better on AMD. Way more in line with what I like. NVIDIA colors look fine. Don't get me wrong. They look realistic and shit like that, but I don't care for realistic, bro. I'm playing a freaking video game. I want them to look bold and beautiful. It's been that way ever since Radeon came. Yeah, exactly, Shane. People try to tell me till they're blue and till they're green in the face, till they're NVIDIA green in the face that their colors look better, and I'm like, they just don't. Also struck by the fact that the colors just look I feel like you have better control of your colors on AMD, man. Like, seriously, on an OLED, I set my color saturation to 125 and it looks absolutely incredible. On IPS, I go to 150 and it looks absolutely incredible. FSR does look better. FSR 4, honestly, you literally have to zoom in like 1,000% to see a difference, bro. Like, people are still like, yeah, NVIDIA is still better. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. You can't even tell. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, the experts have told you that they're better, so whatever. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the way I feel, Shane. They pop better. I like it more. It is what it is. Like, I don't even care. NVIDIA colors look fine. I just can't. The only way I can get NVIDIA and AMD colors to look the same is if I don't touch my saturation. Then, I turn on 10-bit on NVIDIA. They look pretty close then. Okay, whatever. They look the same when you're not doing anything. But when I adjust my saturation on AMD, my colors look better. I cannot get that same output on NVIDIA. I like my colors saturated. Bruh, when I get on Avatar and I saturate my colors the way I do, it looks significantly better on the AMD than it does on the freaking NVIDIA. Like, don't get me wrong, NVIDIA is great and it runs absolutely butter smooth 4X, but holy shit, does it look good on the AMD card. So much so that I prefer to play at like 90 frames or 100 frames, 100 FPS over the 200, 300 FPS I get on the 5090, bro. MFG 4X absolutely makes that game butter smooth. Cool. I love it. It feels incredible, but I would rather play it with the beautiful colors at the lower FPS. It's not even a question. It's not even a freaking. You're right. You're right, Shane. That's why you guys. Yeah, I noticed that too immediately when I was switching the cards out. When I only had one build, I was switching them out. Every time I put in the AMD card, I was like, gosh dang, yep, big beautiful colors. I noticed it, man. Like, I noticed it. I noticed a denser looking image quality. Everything just looked better. Everything just looked awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome. So I think I'm going to probably go live tomorrow as well, but a little bit earlier than today. The only reason I didn't go live earlier today is because I had another interview but meeting with Asus. So I did that first, and then I filmed my my Ghost of Tsushima video, and then I jumped on the live stream. But Tsushima was taking forever to upload, bro. I need to get me a. I need to like download this image real quick to get the bit to get it better. NVIDIA looks bleached out when I record it. It's like, damn, dude, it's crazy that it looks that way. Yeah, baby. Now you guys, perhaps AMD will present AMD's FS. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's for the 9,000 series cards. Honestly, guys, if you're still on like 7,000 or 6,000 series cards, and you guys find a good enough deal on 90 on RDNA 4, I would get it. I would get it. Buy the cards, sell your old one, get some of your money back, and have fun, dude. Like, it is really enjoyable. I love the RDNA 4 cards. I mean, I'm telling you what I would do. That's what I would do. That's literally what I would do. I would really want the new features. Look, now that we know that like the 7,000 like 6,000 or now that we know the RDNA 2 and RDNA 3 cannot physically run the FP8 version of FSR 4, I would say, look, it's safe to get it. It's safe to upgrade. There's no reason to be upset. They did make it so you can use OptiScaler to actually inject the Int8 version, but as it sits, look, guys, just upgrade. Just upgrade and have fun. Even Silverbeard Gaming, man, went from a 7900 XT to a 9070 XT. It's night and day. It will only be for the 9,000 series cards. Honestly, guys, I used to hope and wish and pray and cope. And then I talked to my AMD PR rep, and he told me straight out, it is not coming to RDNA 3 and RDNA 2. It just physically won't run. And I asked him, I was like, but you guys said you were working on it. And he's like, yeah, we're working on like the Int8 version, but we have nothing to say right now. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I just came to the conclusion that, like, look, dude, it's never gonna be FSR 4 on RDNA 2 or RDNA 3. It's never gonna be. It's never gonna be like it just physically can't run it. And it's okay. I accepted that. And so it's like, look, if Int 8 does actually make it into like official AMD drivers, cool, man. That would be a good boost for AMD. Does it mean that AMD lied to you? Absolutely not. AMD absolutely delivered every single thing they promised with FSR, with RDNA 3. They did. I went back and watched all of their videos, all of their promises, all of their marketing, and they absolutely 100% have delivered and over delivered on every single generation since the 580, since the RX 580 that I went back and watched. Photostar, I was using the pictures and then sold it on my box. Nice. They did hit a hard wall. Yeah, honestly, guys, it's not like RDNA 3 is bad. Like, those are still badass, robust cards, bro. Like, they're not bad. 7900 thing, it's got the AI core. So it does have AI cores. It has first generation AI cores, but they are not. It does have AI, but they're not. The accelerators that they use for RDNA 3 are just not the same kind of accelerators. They can't handle the FP8 math. They are accelerators, but they can accelerate WMMA. So yeah, you could have RDNA 3 was designed for large language models. So you can run large language models on 7000 series cards, like no problem. Like WMMA, you can download DeepSeek, you can train models, all of that shit on RDNA 3. But in order to run machine learning, they had to do FP8, which is different. You know, NVIDIA, I think, uses like FP4 or something. Like they are still better than AMD's, but you know, with the 9000 series, with the 7000 series cards, they're built to run large language models. So they can run at int 8 or int 4. They can run all of that shit on RDNA 3, but it's more of like a translation layer. So it has so it incurs like a latency hits and shit like that. Whereas FP8 is more like in line, like in the stack or something. So it's more performant from what I understand. But like, look, you didn't get ripped off. A 7900 XTX for $1,000 with 24 gigs of VRAM, 94 or 96 freaking CUs. That's still a damn good card, man, and still worth the money you paid for it. So is the 7900 XT, 7800 XT. All of those cards were priced fairly and ran and you know had good deals on them throughout their life cycles. You're welcome, Shane. Yeah, dude, they do have AI accelerators, but they're just not the right kind to. I mean, they can run. It's essentially like PS5 Pro. Okay, PS5 Pro is basically using WMMA. That's why you don't see a performance gain. You just see a performance flatline. You know what I mean? Like it upscales, but the performance is you don't gain any performance. It does. It does. 7900 XT, 7900 XTX, there are still games that are faster than 9070 XT, but 9070 XT gains enough performance and image quality boost and enhancement from FSR4 that it makes it null and void. The biggest thing that 7900 XTX still has over that is the 24 gigs of VRAM. And you can utilize that more for, I mean, it's still a great card. They're all good cards. They're all very performant. Me personally, bro, is what I like to do with the 7900 XTX, because it has like the room, is I'll play games at 8K. I'll use virtual super resolution. I'll upscale to 8K. I'll use performance, like ultra performance, FSR 3 or whatever, and it will like downsample, like upscale and downsample at the same time, and you get good image quality even at 4K. Like it still looks clean. Even the 7900 XT, I was able to do that. Yep. I would 9070 XT is the best option, you know. Unless you already have it, the best GPU is the one you already have, you know. Yes, it has been. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I'm glad you went with the XT from 5700 XT to 9070 XT. I actually like that RX 580, bro. I was like, holy shit, that thing surprised me, giving me 120 FPS at 1080p on Arc Raiders. I was like, damn, bet this is the shit, dude. I was like, this is cool. At more frames. Skyrim runs on an RX 580. I can run it real good. Real good. Actually, I should have played that. One of these days when I get time, I want to throw the 580 back in there, the RX 580. I had it paired with a 9800 X3D, bro. That shit's wild. Pairing the Radeon RX 580 with a 9800 X3D, that shit is wild. Wild, man. I was like, damn. That thing runs so good. It runs so good. What do you want, cat? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Junior, your cat wants you, bruh. You love her and she loves you. Just open up your heart to her. Dude, I hate how freaking, like, when I stream on YouTube, man, it like boots me. So annoying. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and stop freaking letting you stream or something. Ooh, I can use 2 GPUs in gaming. Nice, nice. RX 480 played Skyrim very well. Nice, nice. Lossless AI program thing, lossless scaling. Yeah, I don't care for lossless scaling. I didn't like how it performed, so I didn't use it. Be the front guard. I don't think I could fit either one. I can't fit both of them in either of the cases that I got. I might be able to slide the 9070 XT. I need a bigger I need a bigger PSU to do that too. Nice. Nice. People used to get mad at me for running both freaking GPUs or having having all of the. People used to get mad at me all the time, telling me you can't run NVIDIA drivers and AMD drivers on your PC, and I was like, bet. I bought that freaking that Prebuilt, and guess what? It had them both on there. I was like, oh, really? I was like, how is that possible? It's almost like Windows is supposed to tell you which GPU you're using, bro. DJI. Oh, oh. So I don't know if you guys were there. I don't know if any of you guys watched those videos, but I bought the DJI freaking the Osmo Pocket number 3 so that I can make videos for you guys. I'm starting to like it. I didn't like it at first. I was actually kind of mortified with the image quality, but as I've been using it more and using it the way it should be used, I'm starting to really appreciate it. I'm starting to really appreciate it. I got it for CES, to be completely fair. I got it for CES so I could take it with me for some quick video ideas and stuff, or so I could blog while I'm there. You'd be like, now I'm at the Asus booth. It's a camera. It's a 4K camera. It's a vlog camera. It's instead of taking like one of my little Sonys for vlogging. Yeah, it's on a gimbal too. It is on a gimbal. It's on a gimbal. Instead of taking my freaking Sony camera with me, I could take my little Sony pony. I could take my pony. I could take my pony. I could take my pony camera. I like this camera too. This is actually the first camera that I bought. This is the first one that I bought. I was like, man, I want to get a camera. And so I bought one. This was the first one. And this here kind of changed my whole outlook as a content creator. I was like, holy crap. And then I bought this camera that I'm using right now, which is the ZVE10. And then I got my main camera right here, which is the FX30. That's why I didn't buy a 4090 last year. I bought all these cameras. I bought all the cameras. I spent like $5,000 in camera equipment. 2 lenses. I got the 16 millimeter lens. I got the 11 millimeter lens on that so that you guys can see like the wide shot. Nice. You can chat. I don't know, dude. A lot of people have been freaking saying that today. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, what the freak? You guys have to be subscribed for longer than 5 minutes. You have to be subscribed for longer than 5 minutes. Thank you guys for getting me to over 103,000 views already this month. That's good. I'm not mad at anybody. The only person that's still timed out is freaking Framerate X, bro. He's a naughty little kid, bro. Like, I don't know why he does that shit. It's kind of annoying. But I'm going to stop blocking him. Just gets annoying, man. Just going. I have to go through. I have so many freaking mods that I have to go through these names every once in a while, and see who's been deleted or not. Wow, there's a lot of people on here. Some naughty children. All the naughties. Yeah, there's a lot of people on there. Is XP frozen? What do you mean? Which one? This one is the FX30, And that one there is the Sony ZV-E10, and then this one here is the Sony ZV-1F, and then this one right here is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Do Peggies ever come around? No, Peggies. Yeah, some Peggies show up. Yeah, it is on subscriber only mode. Oh, maybe it told you weren't a subscriber because you don't call, you don't write, you don't stop by anymore. All your wildest dreams will come true. Chat XP. Yeah, what the hell? Where is Chat XP? Interesting. Well, because I've had to like enable the stream a couple of times. Michael Milburn is number 1. It goes all the way to 26. Dude, look at all you guys. Naughty list. Yep, I do have a pretty big naughty list, man. Send a card, but don't know where to send it. My Tuesday is going pretty freaking good, man. I'm about to wind down the stream here in a couple minutes because I gotta do like the adult thing, man. Got some adulting to do, fortunately. Ooh, sleep, yes, sleep for work. I went to bed at like 2 in the morning on Sunday night. Adult shit, man. It's annoying. On the morning when I'm not so busy, yeah. Saving it on the morning when I'm not so busy. Play Avatar. Oh yeah, dude. You should. Avatar's great. Play through that first scenario or whatever. I freaking like that game, dude. I've been trying to play it. I wanted to play it Saturday, but I did not have time, sadly. And then I had Sunday, I went to church, and then I had to edit a couple of funeral things because we've been to so many funerals this year that I've taken pictures of them and stuff. I've done like pictures. I'll take my camera and do pictures. And so I've had to, and so I've come home and like put together some like reels or whatever. I should just do video, but let's see if we can make it to 2 hours. Yeah, I go to church Sundays, and then we do Bible study after, like 5 o'clock, and that you're pretty, and that's fine, dude. Like, I used to stress myself out about this channel, and now it's just like it's not that I don't care. It's just I'm so sick and tired of like working my ass off to put out a video and then for YouTube to just stop it. It's just I just don't even care anymore. It's like I'm not gonna tell my wife, no, I'm not gonna go hang out with you just so I can make a video that gets 200 views. Like I just don't give a shit anymore. It's not even worth it. I'd just as soon spend the time with her, and then, yeah, can't get that time back. So I'm done wasting time fretting over YouTube, bro. If people watch my content, they do. If they don't, it's great. I still got a job, Thankfully, I still got a job to make income. I don't have to rely on YouTube. So that worries me though, man. Like, gosh, dude, to have to like try to live off of YouTube revenue, man, I know that things would change drastically. I would have to start putting out content that's more in line with like popular whatever, but I could still be honest. I have only played up to the hallway to get out of the building and saved it. Nice. Survive on 3 hours of sleep, and now I can't anymore. Oh, I know. I need at least 5 hours. Need at least 5 hours of sleep, which is good. All right, my friends. Well, our 2 hours of hanging out has come. Ain't no Asmongold making $700K a month. Oh yeah, dude, that'd be nice, but thank you, Doctor. I like this. I like all my camera angles now. 6 hours of sleep. Oh, 6 hours. If I go to bed right now, I could get like, because I wake up at 5 in the morning, so it's 10:20, so like 10:30. So that's, I don't know, like 6, 7.5 hours of sleep or something. So, but I got a shower and everything before I go to bed. But all right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably live stream again tomorrow, but I might do gameplay video tomorrow. More real life usage than the bigger channels. I like watching. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of have to just, dude, I do not script things. I just speak what's on my mind and on my heart. And that's, that's why I can post as many videos as I do, man, because I'm not necessarily, and usually my videos come out nice enough. And if they don't look nice, then I just put gameplay over them. People like that too. I give you raw, unfiltered content, unbiased, just however I'm feeling, man. Like, I have feelings and shit too. I'm not perfectly happy with everything, but most of the stuff I buy, I'm pretty happy with. I usually find a way to enjoy it. I spend most of my time trying to figure out how to enjoy the stuff I buy instead of being trashing it. I think that, to me, that just makes more sense, bro. Like, I'm not gonna buy stuff and take it back. Like, that's just dumb. Just buy it and find a way to like it. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really do appreciate everybody showing up. Like, I really do. I mean, it makes it easier. It makes it better to have people that at least care, about the channel and how it's doing. It is cool, man. We got a pretty good channel going on, man. Got a pretty good support. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's what pushes me to keep going and being honest and being good, man. So, all right, my friends, I'll see you later. Have fun.